Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you a few questions about the actual boxing, of course, and then just a few about yourself, really, just sort of to get to know you, try and get your character out there, because obviously I've seen your interviews and you're very entertaining. You seem like a really great guy, and I think people need to see that a bit more as you get bigger in your career. I think you need a bit more coverage. So that's what I'm really getting at.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll just jump in straight with just obviously you beat Ryan Walsh recently. How do you rate your performance now, having a bit of time to reflect?
I watched it when we got home. You still eye on victory, aren't you, when you get in from the house? And watched it with my bird and the kids. And I think I like a good scrap. You know what I mean? I like a war, but I can do both. But I think in that situation, it was just I have to win. Do you know what I mean? I have to do what I have to do to win, to make it easy for myself, to make it as easy as possible for myself, I should say. And I think Ryan Walsh is a really good fighter, but I just knew I had the natural ability in that way over him. And a lot of people thought it could only be a war. A lot of people thought it would only be a tear up. I think he even believed that it was going to have to be a tear up, and I didn't know how to box. so I feel a little bit disappointed that I didn't give everyone the blood that he wanted, but I also had to do what I had to do for me and my future, you know.
Is there definitely like a time and a place for that type of fight? Because is he always trying to like toe the line between a war and, you know, an actual boxing match where you have to get the win?
Of course. Well, people were saying to me in the build-up, this is potentially going to be fight. This is in the script potentially to be one of the fights of the year. And I was thinking, what are you on about? We haven't even fought yet. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck do you think? Do you think I'm just going to go and just like leave it my face? Do you know what I mean? Because this is how it's being built. Because of the last fight, I think that was against Lee Woods. I think that's where that came from. I just don't know why, but they were telling me it's going to be potentially one of the fights of the year, and my job was to make it not one of the fights of the year. Do you know what
I mean? Yeah. After the fight, you had the interview, obviously straight after the fight, and you were very quick to look ahead. Obviously, you can look back now, but you have to admit it is like an amazing achievement to take the golden contract.
Yeah, will it happen again? I don't know. Will there ever be another featherweight golden contract champion? I don't know. I was looking for a little bit of a belt or something, to mark the moment. I like the belt or something like that. But there was great perks to it. Can't complain. But as a fighter, I was that kid who, when I was asked as a child, what would you like? I remember the first time. Would you like 50? Sorry, mate. Would you like £50 or a trophy for this fight? I got asked that when I think it was my first senior fight, and I said, "Fucking trophy, of course." Do you know what I mean? That's always been my outlook. Not understanding that I could have gone and bought 10 trophies with the money, but that's just who I am as a fighter.
What do you make of the format of the tournament? Because I think it's a really great way to get competitive fights throughout, and obviously you have that amazing incentive at the end for the fighters as well.
Yeah, I think it was brilliant because you can't, no one can duck anyone because the perks are too great at the end. No one can duck anyone. So going into that tournament, you've got the safety of definitely fighting. You've got activity and you've got great opposition and you've got belts on the line with also great rewards. So I think the format of the tournament, whoever came up with this tournament idea, they would ride onto something. I don't know if they can crack on with it and do it again, because I think the pandemic slowed it down big time, because the money that they're putting into it, obviously you can't just burn money. So I don't know if it can happen again. I'm not too sure, but I think it was a great concept, and MTK and Sky done a great job.
Yeah, they really did. It's like the Muhammad Ali Trophy, you know, and you have that format again as well. I think it's always great to have that format. But obviously you came through British, Commonwealth, and a couple of European champions to win the contract. Surely that means just by law of nature that you're ready for world level opponents now.
Yeah, I think it's got to. And if they said to me now, you've done all this, you've won the tournament, here's your opportunity, you can fight for a British title. I just think, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? If they said you can get a European, I think, what the fuck? I'm double European champion. I know it's not the EBU European. I'm European WBO and IBF, but I would think I want a world title fight. Do you know what I mean? I'm ranked in the top 3 in 2 governing bodies. So yeah, I want a world title fight.
I want you to have that fight as well. Is it going to be against Emmanuel Navarrete?
I don't know. As I say, I haven't. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but you would imagine so, wouldn't you? As it looks to me that I'm being pushed towards that by the WBO putting me #1 challenger in the world. So I can't see them doing that for no other reason, for the fact that they want me to fight for the world title. Sorry, boss. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, so I just missed that last bit then.
Yeah, so I won't watch him unless I'm fighting him. And I've never watched him before, but if I get told I'm fighting him, then I will have a little look at him maybe towards the end of camp. But yeah, I don't watch too much of my opponents, but it'd be nice to fight for the WBO world title and anywhere else, just to be the champion of the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It must be. Obviously, it's the be all or end all, isn't it? It's the top of the game. It's a good division as well. I mean, there's a lot of good fights for you. I think in the future, even if you don't get the world title fight next, I'm sure you can get someone around, the top 10 as well. Is it just a matter of fact of just this? You're 30 now. You're in your prime. It has to be world title and big fights from now on.
Hang on a minute, fella. I'm still 29.
Sorry, where am I 30 from? That's what I get for staring at box rec too long.
Yeah, I think I'm just underplaying it a little bit. The truth is, I fucking crave to be world champion. I want to be world champion so bad. I need to be world champion. So yeah, I'm underplaying it. The truth is, I give everything, absolutely everything to be world champion, and that's what I will be.
Yeah, that's why. How long have you got left in the sport then? Do you think? Because obviously, if you want to be looking for the future, you're only looking at the big fights from now on. It means that's going to be like an action-packed. How many years ahead? How many do you picture?
Yeah, well, all my life I've been a boxing, so it just depends. How long did he want me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I could get injured tomorrow, but I feel like I'm coming into my prime, physically, and I feel like I feel like Alexander Usyk. I feel Jazza. I feel very Jazza.
That should definitely be your new motto or quote on a t-shirt. I don't. I'll buy that. Just away. Well, still in boxing, but it's a little bit more about yourself now. Like, is there anywhere in the world you want to fight in the future? Is there like the big American venues, or even just the Cardiff or the O2 or Wembley? Is there anywhere you really look at and dream about?
Yeah, Goodison Park. I want to be world champion of fighting Goodison Park. It's 2 miles away from my house, but there's nowhere else in the world that I'd rather do it. So,
well, Bellew had it. I'm sure if Tony Bellew could have it, that'd be amazing.
He's my manager, and he's won a world title. Derry Matthews is my coach. He's won a world title. There's nothing that says to me that I can't win a world title. Do you know what I mean? I've got a great team around me, and I'm very lucky to have their perspectives as well as my main coach, Georgie Vaughan. So I'm very, very lucky to have these people around me. That gives me great confidence. Just the fact that these people are putting their time into me as well, it says that they believe in me. Yeah,
it sounds like a really great team. How close are you with Tony? Does he give you that the insight from his career, obviously from what he achieved?
Yeah, if I asked him, he does, but I try not burn his head out, do you know what I mean? Because he's a very busy man. You can imagine. Since this fight, my fucking work has just been madness. If I forget to do something because there's other fucking things to do, you know what I mean? I'm like, I go on my phone and I'm just like bombarding my head, just scrambles all over the place. I'm just trying to do as much work as I can possible, but I just look at it into a bad dope because there's just so many things from so many directions getting asked to do this, and the pressure. So I can't imagine what it's like for like Tony, do you know what I mean? So I just try and I asked him things that I need to ask him, not like madness. Looking, you know what I mean? I don't try and bombard him, if that makes sense. I'm grateful for the help and support that he gives me.
It's such a great guy to have in your corner. What are the 3 most important things in your life then?
God, family, boxing.
I figured it'd be those 3.
in that order, because you know my kids are watching. So if my kids and me bear weren't watching, it might be God, God, boxing, family.
So obviously you have to make weight and you have a lot of sacrifices and it's very strict, but like, what's your favorite thing to do or eat after a fight?
Nowadays, nowadays, I'm very, very disciplined. Because through all this lockdown and all that, it's been 8 months, and or something. 8 months of like good habits because I've had this fight lined up. It's been a great thing for me, so I've got myself into a good pattern. So I don't want to fuck that up because I feel like I'm so close to a world title. But in the past, I've just been a walking trash can, just filling myself with all sorts of food. I don't drink. I've always given myself this mad excuse to eat shite because I don't drink or take drugs. Do you know what I mean? And I actually told myself I was so disciplined because I didn't drink or take drugs, and then just go and fucking damage myself by eating loads of food. But if I was went on a night out, I probably lost a little bit of weight because I'd be dancing like like a seedy man, and then as I put no weight on, and then I wouldn't have that problem going back into the gym with loads of weight on me. That's what I've been like in the past, but now I don't do that. So, but in the past, it was. I've spoken about this before on a podcast. Do you know what happy hippos are?
Yeah.
Kinder happy hippos. They were my like little fucking. That was like heroin to me. And ice cream as well. Yeah, I love ice cream. You see how happy I'm getting now, can't you? But yeah, I do like to fucking damage myself with food, but I'm not doing it no more.
How is it? So it's just it's no happy hippos at all. Then when you're training, none.
I've got I've got like an addictive personality. I can't. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't drink, because I'm not. It's not because I won't like it. It's because I won't fucking stop. So it's like anything I do like that, it's just all or nothing, under a mile an hour or nothing. So that I've always used training as a method of, like, you could even call it fucking self-harm. When you start going to boxing, you love getting punched in the head. A boy does a little kick over the gym and he says, I like getting punched, do you know what I mean? And like, you can take it to the extremes, do you know what I mean? So that's where I've been at for many years, getting punched in the head for joy.
Well, in your case, obviously you're dodging the punches. Obviously, I've seen that. You're not getting hit by it that much.
Yeah, that's dodging the happy pose as well.
Looking at Liverpool as a boxing scene, how do you rate the amateur scene and on the quality of boxing clubs around the area? Because obviously it's got a rich history. Is it still amazing and it's still brilliant as opportunities for people to make names for themselves?
It's just a conveyor belt. I think our success has bred more success. There's loads of top lads. We've got really special lads. One of them being Peter McGrail. He's going to be a really good fighter in the future. He's not far off turning pro after the Olympic Games. He's on the Great Britain team. Young lads just turned professional, come from the GB squad as well, called Callum Thompson. So many fighters. Yeah, I know what, I shouldn't even mention them too, because I'm not mentioning, so I'm leaving so many out, if that makes sense. So there's just so many good fighters here, and we can say there's good fighters after good fighter, but it's the clubs who are opening the gyms and giving the opportunities. You know what I mean? I think we're lucky to have kind people who are opening community centres, which are boxing gyms, and giving us all these opportunities in life, because they do it for nothing. And we are the ones who benefit more than them. And we go on to have great careers we get it, we do well out of the sports, but then they're still in the gym. They're not advancing. They're happy with their position of just helping kids through life. So we're lucky to have them people.
Yeah, it sounds it. Can you set me a list of some of the top prospects then after this? Because it'd be great to have them on, on by hand. So in the future, I can track them and see how they're doing.
Yeah, I will definitely. Just there'll be a few.
Yeah, I'm counting on it. Just one important question. It's about
Callum Smith fighting Canelo.
Yeah.
Callum Smith next week fighting a few weeks Canelo. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking madness.
Yeah. Oh, quick one on that.
Two other people from his gym, the Rotunda, have fought Canelo. Do you know what I mean? Canelo's fought 3 people out of the Rotunda gym.
Yeah,
mad, isn't it?
Mad, yeah. Just quick word on Callum, really. I mean, obviously, we're not far away. I will ask you for your prediction, obviously, but are you not worried about the time frame that he's had to prepare for the biggest fight of his life against the best in the world?
No, I think he's going to do it. I think Callum's going to knock him out with his left tooth. I think he's going to. I think it's going to be a very technical fight, and I'm just going for Callum because I just think that where the both are. Don't get me wrong. Is he up against it? Yeah, of course he is. But I don't think if you was to ask me next week, are you surprised Callum's just beat him? I wouldn't say, I didn't expect that, because I do expect it. Probably leaning towards my heart, do you know what I mean, rather than my brain. I know how good Canelo is. But I don't know. Callum. Come on, Callum. Come on, Callum.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge fight. I mean, it's a super fight. It's a money fight. It's what everyone wants. The top 2 in the division, though, they're 1 and 2. So it's a fight you have to see, really.
Yeah, well, they announced it the other day, the champion, Callum Smith, and the challenger, Canelo. Do you know what I mean?
It's got a nice ring
right now.
You don't hear that often, do you, with Canelo? One question about just what boxing can do for younger fighters, really. Obviously, you've seen the conveyor belt fighters come through from tough areas and make it. Just how important are the boxing gyms, the communities in Liverpool, just for general, just for people's happiness and discipline, and then obviously people do make it as well.
Yeah, forget the people who are doing well in the sport. Let's talk about the millions of kids who are now not on the street corners or in jail, who developed an understanding of respect for others and discipline and great models to this boxing community. It's got great. It's just fucking brilliant for the kids. It's brilliant. It's like a father. Boxing on a whole fathers these kids. It gives them great models. You know what I mean? So I think let's forget the people who are successful in the sport, because these people can do. If you can do it as a boxer, I believe you can do it because boxing's so tough. You can do it in any area of your life. So these people are starting off in boxing gyms at the age of 8. By the age of 22, these people are smart young businessmen, because they skip these dangerous years at the age of 15 to 17 on the street corners, and they were in the gym, but they thought, no, I don't fancy this anymore. I'm not really cut out for it. But these lessons I've learned, these models and these ways, I can now put it into something else, and you can do anything they choose to do. Do you know what I mean? So I think if you start in a boxing gym, you send your kid down to a boxing gym, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised of how the young man, your child or daughter, your child's gonna become.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Last question, really. Just
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, you could end up with a face like this.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Just give me your 3 favorite boxers fighting. Can you give me your 3 favorite boxers fighting now, other than yourself?
Now.
Yeah, no.
Oh, now I don't really watch boxing. Now I'm gonna have to say Mishak Spear, Josh Wright, and Jay Farrell.
Interesting. Okay. So it's not a huge boxing advocate.
If you don't know if you don't know the are, they're my 3 teammates, and they're the people who who I know personally. So they're my favourite 3 fighters, you know.
I think that sums you up as a guy. That's that's incredibly nice. Yeah, no, that's brilliant, mate. I mean, you're an absolute delight to talk to. Your personality is it's incredible. It's you just want to see you more out and about on you know, on the boxing YouTube pages, you know, IFL, etc. I want to see you out there more. So yeah, thanks for talking to me. It means a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time as well, and good luck in the future with what you're doing.
That means a lot. Thanks, mate. Yeah, take care. Back to training, I guess, and hopefully we'll get some fight news soon and have a good Christmas as well.
I love a nice Christmas. Yeah, you got me first. You were too sharp.
Nice one, mate. Cheers.
All the best, mate.